Just wanted to address my thoughts on the Alexander Isak situation. So, first off, yes, he wants to move to a bigger team. That is fair enough. It's a short career. You want to progress as much as you can. And Liverpool are a bigger team than Newcastle at present. Some Newcastle fans don't want to accept that. That's fine. Everyone thinks their team is the biggest club. Whether it's the reality, it's not the same. Liverpool are the current Premier League champions. They're arguably the biggest team in England. And they are one of the most successful teams in the country of England. Newcastle won the Carabao Cup last year, which is credit to them. It's a great achievement. Winning any silverware is a great achievement. It doesn't matter what the silverware is. You're competing against best teams in the world at that level, no matter what competition it is. It's a credit to them. Alexander Isak wants to progress and win as much silverware as he can, potentially make as much money as he can, and he sees that being fulfilled at Liverpool. Now to get on to the stuff which I don't like. The fact he's not turning up to training, the whole saga that's going on, his refusal to play for Newcastle, it is embarrassing. I don't understand this whole point that ex-pros have made, their points made, where you have to force the move, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to force your way out of Newcastle to get that move to Liverpool. No, you've signed a contract, you're entitled to play up until that contract, because you've agreed to it. It's your agent's fault, or your fault, that you've not brought in a release clause or had any agreements for that. It's up to Liverpool to pay that money that Newcastle are demanding. That's how it works. You should represent your team that are paying you to do your job. That's the simple fact. Whenever other players have kicked off and done the same, I have the same opinion. You look at the likes of, whenever it happened to Liverpool, people forcing moves. Javier Mascherano. Fans weren't happy about him forcing the move. Rightly so. He should have kept playing. That's the agreement. You keep playing because you signed that contract until the deal is agreed. People have talked about Harry Kane, how he stayed around for another year and worked hard, and other players working hard for another year. That's all well and good. You can do that, but they shouldn't be given any credit for that. They're just fulfilling their contracts. They've thrown up a whole fuss. They shouldn't be commended for that. They've thrown their toys out of the pram, sorry. They shouldn't be commended. Alexander Isak should continue to play for Newcastle until a deal is sorted. That is the be-all and end-all of it. It is then up to Liverpool to come to an agreement with Newcastle for that. Now, people may disagree with my opinion, and that's fine. Everyone has their opinions on everything in this world, basically. You're entitled to yours. Let me know what you think. I think if Isak wants to join Liverpool, he should be able to join Liverpool if Liverpool reach the agreement that Newcastle want, which is the fee that they're demanding. If not, Isak plays on at Newcastle until someone pays that fee, or he pays that contract out himself. It's up to him. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? There's obviously more points I can make, but I don't want this to go on forever. And I am happy to talk about other things as well. If you have a thought that you want me to talk about, give my opinion on, I'm happy to do it. But look, I've been Brendan McGilligan. Thank you very much for listening, and I appreciate your time.